Wednesday, May 27th should be the last official day for assignments that are lessons and assignments that are counting. Friday may be an optional activity, depending on what the administration says. So we'll work from there. That's pretty tentative. So the last hurrah here, we'll be talking about a day in court, and a day in court, basically looking at three different aspects: pre-trial, trial process, and perhaps a little post-trial. But basically, and I told you that very few cases actually go to trial. Remember that there, in most cases, do not go to trial. But this is in the event that a case does go to trial, and usually in Michigan, that's handled in the Michigan Circuit Court. So what I've done to kind of consolidate this is there's some practice questions. The practice questions are based on three different activities. One, it's based on an activity called a day in court a day in court web quest. And I may pause this if this thing's going to be really slow to load. This day in court web quest asks you to go through and this web quest will ask you to go through the various aspects of being, whether it consists of a witness, and it's going to ask you a series of questions from a police officer, prosecutor, and ask you to compile evidence, the best evidence that would support a prosecutor, defense, jury. The same thing with the defense. What would be the best evidence? Some may be the same. A jury compiling what's called voir dire to tell the truth, or to and basically trying to pick a juror that would be best for this case, trying to understand that jurors are selected based on their impartiality, and the judge, who acts as a referee, sort of applying the law properly. Witness could be a stressful event for you. You know, what did the witness see in terms of the crime? I believe this was an accident of some sort. So it will lead you through these, okay? And it's a web quest that will, a simulation that will lead you through these. And then you'll answer a series of questions on that based on two things. One, you'll start with the pre-trial outline, and then you'll move to the steps in a trial, PowerPoint or Google Slides that will help guide you. And it basically goes through the proper order: pre-trial procedures, some multiple choice questions. The multiple choice questions, as per usual in this online learning, can be answered as many times as needed, unlimited attempts, and that will be based on this document here, this pre-trial outline, really outlining all the steps in the pre-trial. Some will review like the charges and the different pleas that you can make, and then all the way up through jury selection, with the understanding that most cases are pled out in a plea bargain. If we were in class, we would do a plea bargain activity that would help to emphasize that, and then do the day in court web quest, and then the steps in a trial slideshow, and look at that, and then answer the multiple choice questions on there. So multiple choice questions on the last section. The middle section, these are more short answer, longer answer text based on the web quest simulation. I know that those won't be able to be graded right away. Yep, I'm aware of that. I acknowledge that. And in fact, I should just put it down right now, if I could, on the Google form questions, and just say that again, multiple choice, unlimited attempts, okay, and then of course the other has to be manually graded. SA has to be manually graded. I get questions about that all the time. Yes, I am aware of it. Yes, I'm aware of it. So yep, and this is a test grade. Okay, this is a test grade due Monday, June 1st. A test grade due Monday, June 1st. You can see here, and this is my formatting is a little off, so I will fix that as we go along. The test grade due Monday, June 1st. Reminder that all the incomplete assignments for credit toward the letter grade are due on all incomplete missing assignments are due 5/29. That doesn't account this assignment, or may not even count the in the court's web quest. But these assignments over here that are overdue, these two I just graded tonight. But these assignments that are overdue would be among those. The iCivics in the court web quest, I provided an extensive on last Wednesday, an extensive explanation for that. You go into the iCivics and you actually enter iCivics, and when you enter iCivics, you enter the code and watch the video for an explanation, the 520 video for an explanation, and then you answer the questions based on pretrial and trial procedures from the perspective of a judge. Okay, so, and again, very similar to kind of what we see here, but a little bit more in terms of that one's a little bit more practice application in terms of the actual trial and what you'll experience. And again, this is a test grade weighted at 60% for the final assignment. So kind of this 833, the day in court, reinforces what you're doing here with the in the courts, the overview of pretrial and trial procedures. Those are also pretty fairly important. So that should cover it for this time around. Hopefully, I may come back on Friday, do a little close down. Do not exit classroom either. Do not exit classroom until we're told to until grades are in on June 8th.